Hi, I'm Scott. I'm overweight, and there's some things I want to change about myself. In these series of videos, I'm going to show you the person I want to become, or in other words, what I call a Scott. Thank you for watching. Start by me introducing myself. My name is Scott Layton. I'm 53 years old, and I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm 6'4", about 100 pounds overweight. I've lost about 50, but I want to go and lose another 100. I basically stopped exercising a few years ago. I used to go to the gym twice a day. And when my mother ended up going to the hospital the last time, and I eventually broke my ankle a few months after that, and then the pandemic. So I'm just trying to get back into that. And here I am. I'm not happy with how I look, and I want to do something about it. Before we begin, to explain what a Scott is, I have to explain what a Chad is. And to be able to explain what a Chad is, I have to explain what an INCEL is. And in case you don't already know, it's a Gen Z thing. According to Urban Dictionary, an INCEL is someone who isn't happy with themselves, who feels like they're in a robotic kind of life. They don't get the attention they deserve. They don't get the romance they deserve. Chads are the opposite. They're happy with themselves. They're confident. They know what they're doing. They get all the romance they need. Some people don't like Chads because they think they're cocky. And certainly some may be, but most of them, from what I've seen, aren't. So, what is a Scot? And I'm not talking about the people from Scotland, although that's great too. I'm mostly Scottish anyway, my ancestry. I want to change some things about myself, and that's what I mean when I'm saying I want to be a Scot. It's the person I want to become, the person I'm going to be. According to Urban Dictionary, a Scot is somebody who's laid back and willing to try and experience new things, especially food and drink. Well, that's part of what I want to become, but it's a lot more than that. I want to become a Renaissance man, someone who has a wide body of knowledge and is an expert in several fields. Well-rounded person of the world. It's pretty long, so I'm going to be reading from this list. I apologize ahead of time. But these are some of the things that are goals of being that. Again, being the more than a Chad without the cockiness, if there is cockiness. And some of these things are just little niche things I've always wanted to pick up on. But here they go. I want to read classics. I want to know and have read the top 100 books of all time. Modern, classical literature, and everything in between. And I'm going to start off with the University of Oxford summer program reading list. I also want to get acquainted and learn more about and build a greater appreciation for architecture, art, literature, music, history, mathematics, science, and technology. I want to write a book. I want to learn critical thinking. I want to go to peer and trade events like I used to. I want to be open with others and be honest with them. And be honest with myself. And put myself out there. I also want to try to understand where a person is coming from. I want to let people get close to me, and vice versa. I want to get better at enunciating and projecting my voice. Learn to ski. Learn more geography. Become charismatic. Be more creative. Be more open to change and new experiences. Lean into my strengths and work on my weaknesses. Learn creative and interior design. Learn to be a gardener. Develop a meditation plan. Learn to de-stress. Walk more. Learn the practice of hygge, living in coziness. Learn to be more romantic. Learn to appreciate ballet and opera more. Learn about other cultures. Learn economics and foreign policy and financial policy. Always be well dressed and dress smart. Be fashionable or at least stylish. Speak with conviction. Read the 1619 Project. Learn more about post-colonialism. Learn more about civics and democracy. Take better care of my skin. Work on how to better express myself. Visit a log cabin in the middle of winter. Cover it with snow. Go bungee jumping. Learn to appreciate the little things. Be more mindful and present. Appreciate life and be thankful. Invent something. Don't worry as much about what other people think. Congratulate myself on my progress. Know myself inside and out. Don't try too hard to be who I want to be. Work on it gradually and slowly. And appreciate the progress. Spend a month on a kibbutz. Be more masculine. Be more of an intellectual. Don't gossip or brag or speak ill of myself or others. Be judicious. Go skydiving. Learn basic chemistry. Learn photography, color, and light. Write more poetry. Write more sonnets. Read the great historical myths, like the Epic of Gilgamesh. Learn anthropology and archaeology. Get a second passport. Be a confidant. Learn from the masters like Leonardo da Vinci. Learn physics, biology, and anatomy, geography, astronomy, and earth sciences. Buy and learn to use a telescope. Go leaf peeping. Go antiquing. Go up in a hot air balloon. Learn the things everyone should know. Learn and practice gymnastics. Learn to make the perfect drinks. Become a chef. Join a rowing team. Always be a gentleman. Lower my body fat and develop a lean physique. Have better posture. Smile more. Don't be afraid all the time and stop getting bothered by the little things. Always have a plan and know how to make it come to reality. Be honorable and always act with conviction and chivalry. Always try to look presentable. That can be hard sometimes. Save more for retirement. Get really into cardio and weightlifting. Build my muscles. Think before I speak. Acknowledge and try to change my bad habits. Be more brave. Be honorable. Take better care of my hair, what I have left. Don't be afraid to change or do something that's unpopular if you know it's right. Respect and forgive myself and others more. Build a better relationship with God. Be more open. Lose weight and continue to go to the gym at least once, 5 times a week. Grow my confidence. Be a confidant. Be more altruistic. Be more compassionate. Be more empathetic. Be more diplomatic. Be more creative and artistic. Have a diverse group of friends from different cultures, groups, and social classes. Learn to sail and go sailing. Visit the big national parks, see all the continents, and see the northern lights. Be more social, friendly, and approach people more. Have and show a genuine interest in others. So I created this whole list of what I thought a Renaissance man should be. I could read it all, but I think that would just get boring for you. So instead, I'll just kind of explain it, and I do have a PDF document underneath if anyone wants to look at it with the entire list. So to me, being a Renaissance man is a lot of things, and I created this huge list, and I'll post it underneath. But in brief, I don't want to read the list for you. I think that would be boring. But in brief, be more kind, be more humble, be more empathetic, be more altruistic, be more chivalrous, be more of a gentleman, take better care of myself, both mentally and physically. All those things. So, in other words, be my definition of Da Vinci's Vitruvian man. So, a Chad, but not cocky, if indeed they actually are cocky. And I'm doing this for myself because I want to be happy, healthy, and more of a well-rounded individual. And I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do these changes too quickly. It would be too much work, and it would be too off-putting to others. So in my future videos, I'll show you what I'm going to be changing about myself and how I plan to actually accomplish that. But to the title of this video, when I said I changed my entire life in a weekend, what I meant was I started making those changes over the course of a weekend. It's going to be a lifelong process. I have a long way to go, but I've started the journey. So it started 2 weeks ago, actually. I was actually going to start filming this last week, but I bought a new camera and didn't know I needed a memory card in it. So much for technology. But over the St. Patrick's Day weekend in 2023, I had this really, really good conversation with one of my close friends. We've been friends for over 15 years now. And we were both really, really honest about our past and the kinds of things we went through and how we wanted to make sure that we didn't keep making the same mistakes that we used to, and basically just grow and learn and be the person we actually want to be. Why aren't more people doing that? Why did it take me so long to think about something like that? The whole thing really energized me. And I immediately started going through this deep rabbit hole of YouTube. And eventually I found Maverick's channel. And my head started to explode. I thought to myself, why aren't I the person I want to be? Brett introduced me to the concept of being a Chad. And his whole channel is dedicated to helping people become Chads. I haven't made a lot of progress yet, but I've made some very small, noticeable changes in my life. I dress better, I wear more cologne, I get enough sleep, I started taking cold showers because they're so healthy for you. I eat better. I started back to the gym after 6 years. I'm starting to come up with a style routine. I wash my face twice a day, moisturize at least twice a day, wear sun protection even in the house because apparently you can get certain rays of radiation even through windows, and a whole bunch of other things. And while I've toyed with the idea of having a YouTube channel, once I decided to start making these changes about myself and becoming a true Renaissance man or a Chad who isn't cocky or what I call a Scott or the person I want to be, I later changed my mind and decided to go and do a YouTube channel on that. Hopefully not only to help myself and document my progress, but help you, the viewer, who are thinking and trying to do the same kinds of things that I want to do. At least this is going to be hopefully a plus, a help for you. And this will become the purpose of my life. I want to live purposefully. I want to have meaning. I want to have a reason to get up every morning. I hope you take this journey with me. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned and take care.